Lost my train of focus because someone called me. But this video two of why day trading is silly and why day trading is silly looking at individual stocks and why you should look solely at the market and what tools I use to help make sure that the markets give me the right information so I can make the right choices. So I apologize. I had to take a call real quick, but all right. So going back to this, you can see that if I would have invested on this candle, if I waited for this candle to print and would have bought on the second candle, as soon as this guy printed, and when you're watching in live time, you'll see that in a 5 minute interval, this candle might go up to here, it might go down to there, but what it actually prints at is what matters. Because once it's printed, it's a piece of history. It's fact. You cannot be changed. So when this history prints and it prints above this candle, well, that's my indication based on some other information. And if you look at the this blue line, or they call it the SSL hybrid, this blue line here, this blue line lets me know what direction the market is overall going, right? When you see this as a blue signal versus a red, it'll show red when it's going the wrong way. At least this indicator lets me know, hey, you're moving in the right direction. The market's moving in the right direction. The HHL, the half trend is saying, hey, you should buy it. But regardless of that, looking at just the explosion line, right? When it breaks that explosion line, that's usually all I need to see. God bless America. There you go. It shows me what I need to see to move to the next candle. So when I see this happen, and I would buy here. And if you were to buy here on this candle, and you can draw a line, I guess we can even do it now. If this is where you bought, bam, right? If that's where you bought, then you got all you got to do is defend that profit. So all what happens next would be eh, what happens would be next would be the next candle, next candle. All this is all profit, all profit, all profit. And then when he drops out, when you see him drop out of this profit line, you see him drop out past the explosion line, I would rise my stop loss up to about here, right? I was like, oh, I don't know what you're about to do, but hey, I know now I'm in profit, so I don't care what you do. I mean, I want to see you go higher, but if you go lower, you're not going to hurt me, right? And then you can see it has this red line that I drew, it maintained itself. And it maintained itself through all this silliness as it dropped, drop, 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 drop. And then when it comes here and goes higher, you're like, hey, great. It's even going higher. Yeah, I'm making even more money. At this point, you can remove your stop loss. You can move your stop loss higher if you want. You're like, yeah, I don't know. How much profit do I want to take? Yeah, you can raise that stop loss, right? And yeah, as you saw, I did in this example, in this daily for the on the ninth on TQQ, I raise a stop loss, and you watch the market. It's keep going higher and higher and higher, but you are still protected with your profits, right? These day traders are they're shorting stuff, they're longing stuff, they're having all these conversations about what's going on in the news and the market. I tell you what, they're wasting their time. It's unnecessary. You just look in the general direction the market's going, protect yourself with a stop loss, right? Where I'm already in profit. This happens daily. Now, the market doesn't have huge swings daily. Some days it's have ranging markets where you can't really make a clear point of which way to go. And I can show you how to handle that later on. But for now, just paying attention to this video, if you were to use the explosion line, right? You see how it kept me in profit, kept me in profit, kept me in profit. I wonder at which point would you start to think about getting out of this thing? Right? If you arrange now, we know this the red line means profit line, even though it's red, it should be green, right? At what point when you come up here and you see, oh, the very first time, it's poetic. The very first time that a red line touches the explosion line is about the time you might want to poop your pants and get out. Now you might have gotten out over here somewhere and made a profit, and you might would have paid attention to the half trend indicator and taken caught out. But if you ignored this and you fell back to just the one indicator that I really trust a lot, which is the explosion line, it have told you to get the heck out here because it's about to crash, right? As soon as he shows up, a red line over this line, oh yeah, you might want to sell and get the heck out of Dodge. And if you don't, well, then you're going to lose some profits. All right, so because we remember, if you pay attention to our video, we bought way the heck back here, way the heck back here. All right, got in, bam, rode, and rode it some more. We drew the line where we dropped at the kiss of death, right? And we're waiting. When we see this kiss of death, we don't know what's going to happen with the market, so we draw a tight uh, stop loss line, right? And that's exactly what happened when we rode that sucker. Even through we all red, doesn't matter. It was still above, right? We were like, oh, I'm in casino money here. I don't care. Keep going further, keep going further, keep going further. And then finally, the casino crapped out and made you take your loss, or you sold and took a profit. Now at this point, I wonder what to do. Now all these guys online, these guys are day trading and they're scrambling to find, oh well, I better find what's Apple doing, what's Nvidia doing, what's Microsoft doing, what's Tesla doing. Stop. All they need to do is look at the opposite side of the coin. So at 1435. 1435 was fine. 1435. What's the opposite of SQQQ? What's the opposite of it? We know what it is. What where I went, oh, it's so hard to find this. 1435. What do we see here? Oh, I wonder what to invest in next. When my first investment told me to go fly a kite, right? I jump over to this inverse. I jump over to its inverse. If you're selling, then you're buying. It's simple. We think this is so darn hard, and it's not. When this sells, right? Clearly, indicators telling us when this sells, this buys, right? It's freaking simple. So if you were to sell on your mark, my red line. Oh shoot, you broke my line of profit. Bam, I'll get the heck out. Right about here, I'll get out. Fine. I don't gotta wait for you to tell me. I'll get out. I'll get out here. I've seen enough. I've seen enough red and I've made my profit. You take this money, you put it in your pocket, and then guess what? When TQQQ was falling, which means the market's crashing. Wonderful. Then you flip it over here and look, now I'm not joking. I'm not joking. 1435. Guess what's happening here? Oh, baby. I have an increase. I have a spike over the explosion line, right? I have an indicator telling me the half trend is telling me to go up. What do I do here? Oh, I don't know. I guess I should buy here, huh? Yeah, you should. And if you bought here, all right, you buy here. Let's draw our line. What's giggles? We got a line. Maybe we don't trust this one. I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. You buy it here. I'll humor you. I'll freaking humor you. We'll draw it here. Uh, the line didn't draw quite right. We'll fix it. Jesus, how drunk am I? Come on. I'm out here somewhere. And then we'll rise this sucker up. And let's say we bought it here. Let's move you on over. Oh, not that much. That'll work though. That's where you bought it. That line is your purchase line. Right? You didn't trust him. You didn't trust him. You might trust him. You might have bought it here. And then you jump in. And now we're in profit. Anything below this line, you're losing money. Well, let's see what happens though. So now we saw that TQQ had fallen over. We moved to the SQQ line, and then you ride it out. Let's see what happens throughout the day. Okay, the market's going, it's going. We're still way above our line, our explosion line. Here's our kiss of death. Even signaled by the half trend. We didn't lose our profit line, did we? All right, we didn't. So if you have a stop loss set on this red line, you're fine, and you continue to ride this thing out, and you continue to ride this thing out until, oh shoot, guess what? Oh, look at here. Above explosion line, above explosion line, above explosion line. of explosion line. Well, I wonder what's going to happen. The market's crashing. That's what's happening. But are you concerned? Of course you're not. You're making money. If you're above this red line, you're making money. And watch this red line. The red line's here. Profit. What a fudge up here, right? And it continues. Oh, this is great. I mean, this is a great day. Paid attention all day. These day traders running their mouth about different stocks and how excited they were to catch runners. Oh, I got a runner. You know what? This is your runner. This is your runner right here. This is your profit line. And you've staked and you started your profit and you made your profit, made your profit, made your profit. And the market's gone crazy, left way, sideways. Amazon did this, Uber did this, doesn't matter. Watch. Watch this. Even we're falling. We got our kiss of death back here. Kiss of death has been given, and we don't have much confidence. All right, the market's going crazy. We don't know what the heck's going on with the market. One thing we know is we're above our profit line. So I mean, hey, if I'm giving credit back when we get our kiss of death, when we break this line, that's when I'd be paying attention to my stop loss and rising this line, right? I'd be rising this line up here. As soon as we lose that, kiss, that we get the kiss of death, and we think, oh, the market's going crazy. I don't know what's going to happen. I can drag out my stock charter in my little text box along the hide the future, but we don't know what the future looks like, right? But as soon as it breaks this line, well, then I drag my stop loss up here, right? It's close to where I'm at. Close to you're not going to take away my profit. I've already made profit back here, and I ain't giving it up here, am I? No. So I drag my stop loss close, and I wait. And just if you wait, and guess what? Even though the indicators are saying, hey, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. It's going down, down, down. Price keeps going up, 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 right? And as that goes up, I really recommend you might want to continue to keep this line snug to that profit line, right? Because when it rejects or when it returns around, we don't know when it's going to happen. Our indicators are not sure. So you're in no man's land. If it just decides on this candle to break down, okay, I walk away with my profit and thank you very much, right? If it doesn't, like it didn't today, and it continued to ride until what? Well, we got our indicator here from our half trend to tell us to get out. I mean, the market's going to go back up, it says. Okay. But even though it says that, I'm still in profit, and I got my profit loss set right about here, right? I don't care. I'm gonna let it ride until it forces me to get out. Now, did it tell me to get out? Actually, I mean, if you're looking at your profit line, if this is your stop loss, the market continued to do what? Unfortunately, continued to go down. I'm out of. It's the end of the trading day. That's how the day ended, though. The end of the day ended up south, right? So, in effect, you had two separate trades. You would have bought TQQQ on the first part of the trading day and SQQQ on the second part of the trading day. And you wouldn't have traded like I did. I traded Uber, made money. Traded Ford for fun, made money. Traded Apple, made money, then lost money. Traded Neo, lost money. I followed these day traders, and I wondered how would have my strategy worked against these day traders who have years of experience and all these indicators and all this information coming into them, and they're in a YouTube chat room. There's 5 or 6 guys. I'll share the link. I'll provide the link later to what they're doing and how they're doing it. Nice guys trying to help people, but I'm wondering, is there a better way? Is my strategy better than theirs? Well, after today, I think I lost maybe $70. I made a lot and lost a bit. Broke out about $70 to the negative. If I would have followed my strategy, I would have made a killing. So it makes me wonder why bother with the day trading thing. Everyone wants about day trading and finding individual stocks and writing it up. Is Macy going to make its earnings? Who cares? When you follow the entire market and when you follow simple indicators, at least in this example, it shows I would have beat the I would have killed the day traders. Instead, I lost a little bit. So I hope this message helps out. I hope if you watch this two-part video, it makes sense to you. I hope it's coherent. I was excited to get this information out because, man, this is a clear example of what you should do, what indicators you should use, and why you shouldn't really be caught up in individual stocks. There's another video that I want to post that shows why I do look at individual stocks. Um, but for now, I really wish I had the day to do over. I would have done it different using the strategies that I just described. Is it's SQQ. Which way is the market going? Is it going up or is it going south? Right? T is not an N, but you get my point. This is north. This is south. The market's only going to one or two directions, and this lets you know when the overall market turns and when you see the explosion lines. Man, we know which way it's going. It's not like it's a trick question. We want to make that we want to make trading more challenging than it is, and I'm telling you, it is not. And I'll show other videos to prove that trading is not as challenging as all these experts say that it is. If you find this information helpful, give me a like, give me a subscription, give me a thumbs up, give me something. But I'm excited to show what I'm learning, and I'll continue to do so. And like I said, but the name is Stock Professor, but I profess to know nothing. I'm just showing you what I've learned and helping others. Maybe you can. And if you see what I'm saying here makes sense, or you see that I'm making a huge mistake, please make a note in the comment. Tell me how crazy I am and what I should be doing instead. But to me, on this date, I tell you what, my strategy kicked up. Yeah, it killed the day traders. All right, with that, I'm signing out. Thank you so much. Bye bye.